namaste, and welcome to all the patrons of Livingston Public Library. My name is Bhavna, and I'm here on behalf of Livingston Public Library to show you some easy and exciting kids yoga. So, kids can do this yoga themselves, they can do it with their siblings, or they can do it with their parents also. Before we begin the yoga, there are a couple of things we need to take care. The first thing is, what is the yoga? Yoga is a form of exercise from ancient India. This form of exercise, yoga, helps to balance and focus, and it connects your body with your brain and your soul. And the thing what helps to connect your body with your brain and soul is your breath. So yoga is all about breathing. Okay, so we will be doing some simple easy breathings, and I will be showing you some yoga poses also. And before we begin that, a couple of more things you should know: that where to sit and when to do. So where to sit is like you need to find a clean and quiet place in your home. If it's an airy place, that's wonderful. If not, you can do it indoor, but the place should be clean and quiet. And you should sit on a yoga mat. Okay, if you do not have a yoga mat, then you can sit on the carpet, but don't sit on the bare floor, because the energy you will be getting from yoga, it's going to be grounded. It's not going to be absorbed by your body if you are sitting on a bare floor. So this thing, you need to make sure that you are using a yoga mat or a carpet. And the best time to do yoga is in the morning when your stomach is empty. But what happens sometimes, if I feel more sleepy, I don't want to get up for doing yoga, what do? You can do yoga in the evening also, but just make sure you do not do yoga right after eating your lunch or your snack. There should be 2 to 3 hours gap in between your meal and your yoga exercises. Okay, so these are the things you should keep in your mind before you begin yoga. And to begin yoga, we need to stretch and warm up our bodies also. In the beginning of yoga, we always start with the sound of Om. Now, Om is a universal sound. Whatever sounds we hear around us, if they all combine, that creates the powerful sound of Om. Okay, so first let's begin with 3 simple breaths. And in yoga, you focus on your breath, you feel your breaths. Okay, so like when we begin, I'll show you the 3 simple breaths. You can place your hands around your belly, and as you breathe in, you will feel your belly is filling with the air, and as you breathe out, you will realize your belly is pushing towards back of your body. Okay, so let's begin. The first breathe in and feel your belly is filled with air. Hold it for 3 to 5 seconds and breathe out and feel your belly is pushing towards back. Okay, now let's breathe in again. And breathe out. Breathe in one more time. And breathe out with a smile. Very good. Now relax. And sit nice and tall. Imagine you have a string attached to your head going to the sky. So spine erect when you sit in yoga pose. And Now let's chant Om three times. So for chanting Om, you take three deep breaths, okay? And your hand gestures should be like this. This is called Dhyan Mudra or meditation pose. So your index finger is touching your thumb. That's how, like a bunny ears, right? And you place your hands in this position facing up on your knees and sitting tall, spine erect. Okay, so let's begin Om chanting. Take deep breath in, and as you breathe out, make sound of Om. Om is like O as an orange and mm, mm, like that. So we just join those two sounds and let's begin deep breathing. And breathe out with Om sound. Om. Deep breath again. And breathe out with Om. Om. One more time. Breathe out. Oh. Very good. The longer you stretch the Om sounds, you will have better control on your breath. Okay. So this was our Om chanting. And now we need to stretch our body, right? So let's begin with the butterfly stretch since we are sitting in the crisscross. So let's open up our crisscross and put your toes together like this and hold your toes with your hands locked into each other like this. Okay? And now let's start stretching and flying like butterflies. Fly like a butterfly, fly like a butterfly, fly like a butterfly, up so high. Fly like a butterfly, fly like a butterfly, fly like a butterfly, up in sky. Yay! My butterfly is flying so high. And now my butterfly is feeling a little tired and she wanna come to the ground. So let's bend our head to our toes. And sleep like a butterfly, sleep like a butterfly, sleep like a butterfly through the night. Hold this position for 3 to 5 seconds. And then come back to the comfortable position. Very good. Now sit crisscross and keep your spine erect like your string is still attached to the sky. And now let's do a rainbow stretching. So you put your left hand by your side and open up your right hand and imagine you have a color palette on your right side and you are dipping your fingertips in the paint, and we begin painting. When you raise your hand up, you breathe in, and when you come back to the normal position, you breathe out. So let's begin our rainbow painting. I have the paint on my hand and breathe in. And stretch as tall as you can. And breathe out and come back. Now let's do it with the other hand. So your right hand on your side and open up your left hand and imagine you have another coloring palette on your left side. So let's dip our fingertips paint. And let's breathe in and paint our rainbows. Oh, my rainbow has all beautiful colors. I love seeing the rainbows. And breathe out and come back. Very good. So now my arms are nice and stretched. My legs are nice and stretched. But what happened to my hands? They are still cold. I need to warm up my hands. What do we do to warm up our hands? We rub. Still not warm. So let's rub our hands with a song.
Rub your hands, sit up tall, take a deep breath. Oh, rub your hands, sit up tall, take a deep breath. Oh.
Very good. Now my hands are nice and warm. I can feel the warmth in my hand. Yes, so my legs are warm and stretched. My arms are stretched and warm. My hands are warm. But still my whole body is not stretched out and warm. So what are we gonna do? We will be standing up and turn ourselves into a yoga clock. Okay, so you stand up on your yoga mat and stretch out your legs.
All right, everybody, let's wind up our yoga clock. Stretch out your legs really wide. Stretch out your arms really, really, really wide. And we're going to go side to side. Here we go. Tick tock, little yoga clock. 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 And freeze. Everybody reach down, all the way down, and wind up your toes. Tickle, 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 tickle. And come all the way up and wind up your knees. Everybody wind up your belly buttons. And wind up your nose. Tickle, tickle, tickle. Okay, we're gonna go again, but this time a little bit faster. Stretch out your arms really, really wide. Here we go, faster. Tick tock, little yoga clock. 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 And freeze. Everybody, let's wind up our ears. And everybody wind up your mouth. And wind up your shoulders. And wind up your hair. Scrunch, 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 scrunch. All right, everybody. We're going to wind up our clocks, but a little bit slower this time. Our clocks need rewinding, so stretch out your arms very slowly. Here we go. Tick tock, little yoga clock. Tick tock, little yoga clock. Tick tock, little yoga clock. Tick tock, little yoga clock.
So come down to the comfortable position. sun dance. Sun dance is also called Surya Namaskar and it is a combination of 12 poses. So I will be showing you that 12 poses combination of sun dance. You just follow along and we will be doing it with a song. And for that you stand up on your yoga mat and let's begin. So I will be standing sidewise so you can see me better.
Let's do a sun dance. Stand really tall at the front of your mat and just follow along. Reach up high, dive down low, walk my feet back nice and slow. Downward dog, here we go. Shake one leg, shake the other leg, roll forward to plank, make a funny face. Chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Step your right foot up, come into warrior two. Bring your hands back down, step back to plank. Make a surprise face. Chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Step your other foot up, come into warrior two. Bring your hands back down, step back to plank. Show me your tongues. Chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Wag your doggy tail, bend your knees, look up, jump your feet to your hands, bow down to your toes. Hello, toes. Reach your arms up high, let them float to your sides. Take a deep breath in. You just finished the sun dance.
Wow, so that was the sun dance, and if you do at least 5 times, the 5 rounds of the sun dance, it really helps your body to get strong, flexible and more energetic. Okay, and now after this I am going to show you 4 to 5 yoga poses. These are called asanas. So for the first yoga pose, you stand up and the pose name is mountain pose. So you stand up, and for making a mountain you put both your feet together, and the simple mountain pose is like you just open up your arms and place your hands together in namaste position. But what are the mountains like stands for? They are really tall, they high and strong. So this yoga pose, mountain pose, is called Parvatasana, and this is to stand really strong. And I want to make my mountain really high. So you need to raise up your hands up. I'm gonna step back so that you can see my hands better, and you lock your fingers and bring your hands down on your head like this, and as soon as you bring your hands down to your head, you flip your palms like this and stretch up high and breathe in. All the way. How tall is your mountain? And I want to make my mountain even more taller, so then I'm going to come on my tippy toes and try to balance there for 3 to 5 seconds. And when you lose your balance, you come back to the ground. The first thing comes down is your ankle. Ankles down, and I'm bringing my hands down and breathing out. To the head first, and unlock your hands and bring your hands to the sides. Okay, so this is called mountain pose, and the next is tree pose, which which is called Vrikshasana. So the tree pose is also about standing strong and balancing. So on the tree pose, we rest our one foot on the other foot, and you need to check where you can balance. If you are comfortable balancing your ankle right above the other ankle, you can rest your foot like this. If you feel you can go up, you can rest your foot on your calves. And if you feel like you can balance even more, you can bring your feet to the knee. And then as you breathe in, you bring your hands in Namaste position again, like this, and hold this position for 3 to 5 seconds, and this is called tree pose, means Vrikshasana. And when you are done with 3 to 5 seconds, you can bring your foot down and breathe out. And bring your hands down too. Okay. And in yoga, whatever pose we do with one side of our body, we do it with the other side of our body too. So now I'm going to do it with my left foot. So I'm going to, either you can rest it right above your ankle or on your calf, or bring it more up on your knees. And as you breathe in, you bring your hands in Namaste position. And hold it for 3 to 5 seconds. And slowly breathe out and bring your foot and your hands down. So this was the tree pose, and the next I'm going to show you is called dog pose, which we use in Sundance also. So for making your dogs, I'm going to come to the sides and you can see me better. And you breathe in and raise up your hands. And as you come down, you breathe out. And place your hand in front of your feet a little up far. And you can move your feet also one step back. And you make like a V and look at your toes. Then it makes a perfect V. This is called downward dog. Hold this position for 3 to 5 seconds. And bring your feet forward when you are done. Your hands saying hello to your toes. And stand up. And bring your hands back to the sides. So that was a dog pose. And the next I'm going to show you is called snake pose. For that, you need to lay down on your belly. So come on your yoga mat, hands in front. You come in the plank and you lay on your belly. And you rest your head on the yoga mat. And to make a snake, you breathe in and you lift your body up. Your upper body you need to lift up. So let's begin. Breathe in. Hold it for 3 to 5 seconds. And breathe out and come back. Okay, so this is called cobra pose, and the next I'm going to show you is boat pose. Your boat pose is also about balancing your body. So your legs are going to be in the air, your upper body is going to be in the air, your hands will be in the air. You will be balancing only on your hips. So you sit comfortably and slowly bend your upper body back and lift your legs up. If you are not able to balance, you can give your hand support like this, but slowly try to remove your hands from your legs and balance as much as you can. If you can straighten up your legs like this, you can do that. If not, then you can keep your knee bended and hands open like this. Let me show you once again. So for your boat pose, you lift your you bend your upper body little back and lift your legs up. And breathe in. And try if you can keep your legs straight. And hold it for 3 to 5 seconds. When you are done, you hold your knees with your hands and bend and slowly bring your feet to the mat. So this boat pose means Naukasana helps to get the balance on your body, and it also strengthens your back and your legs. Okay, so I think this would be enough for the yoga poses. We are running out of time. So after you are done with all the yoga poses, you should relax on your yoga mat for 5 minutes. So just lay down on your yoga mat. I'm not laying down here. I will be just saying something and you guys can relax on your yoga mats for 5 minutes. Relax and leave your body really, really loose. Do not think of anything. Don't get any thoughts in your mind. Just relax and feel like you are an ice cream which is melting in a hot, sunny day. Keep your eyes closed and relax for 5 minutes. And when you are done with that 5 minutes and you get up and give a gentle massage to yourself, a little massage to your legs, and a little massage to your belly, your hands, and your neck, and your shoulders, and your heads. Massage and give yourself a nice tight hug. Hug yourself, love yourself like this, and relax in the normal position. And we end the yoga with the namaste. So let's bring our hands and just bow down to the people around you. My little light bows your little light, your little light, your little light. My little light bows your little light. Namaste. And thank you for joining us, and thank you Livingston Library for organizing this kids yoga workshop. Thank you everyone. Stay safe.